Hello there. I was hoping you'd return to continue our reading of the last book in the universe. Today, we'll read a couple of chapters, and then we'll say our goodbyes until we meet again. Well, without any further ado, let's begin our reading of Chapter 4, The Girl with the Sky-Colored Eyes. On my way back to my cube, I get sighted by a prove, which scares me halfway dead. I'm cutting through this old falling down place they call the Maxi Mall, which used to be full of trade stalls in the back times. They say every stall was piled high with jewelry and fancy clothes and mysterious gizmos and lots of shiny things nobody really remembers anymore. They say there were stalls with 10,000 different kinds of chalk bars instead of just the one. Probably that's a lie about the chalk bars, but I'd like to believe it. There are still a few traders at the Maxi, but they're protected by bristle bars and cut wire, and the techs will beat you with stun sticks if you haven't got anything worth trading. I'm keeping my distance when a TACV pulls up to one of the stalls. TACV is slang for Tactical Urban Vehicle, the heavily armored cyber-driven vans that proves used to get around the herb. If you're paying attention, you already know a prove is a genetically improved human being. They're the people who own the world. Or at least the part of it they call Eden. You can always tell a prove because they're all tall and beautiful and healthy looking. The other way to tell a prove is how they look at you if you're normal. A prove can't help shuddering inside when he sees a normal. We give them the creeps. We're a reminder of what human beings are like when they're not born perfect. And I guess if you're a prove, the very idea of imperfection makes you want to throw up. Anyhow, a bunch of techs, that's short for technical security guards, get out of the TACV, 6 of them, all talking to each other in their implanted headsets. When they take up position and give the all clear, the TACV doors fold down, and out comes this prove, a female dressed in a shimmering white gown that you can almost see through, but not quite. She's got beautiful gray sky-colored eyes, and perfect skin, and short hair that sort of glows, like the sun is always shining on her. I'm staring at her. You can't help it with a prove. It makes me ache inside and feel scummy on the outside, like I should hide myself from her perfect eyes. But I don't hide. There's no place to go, and for some reason, she notices me. Her hand goes up to her face and she touches her perfect ear, communicating to the techs on her implant. I'm thinking, run, boy, they're going to jolt you into a coma just for looking. But suddenly there's a tech close behind and I can't get away. Halt! He goes, and I do. Like most techs, he's wearing a protective face mask, so I can't see his expression. Is he going to jolt me with his stun stick or what? I'm bracing myself for the buzz and hoping it won't set off spasms when he goes, "Follow me." What he does is, he takes me to the prove, which is like unheard of, a prove allowing a normal to approach, but that's what happens. And I can see the prove girl is young, maybe my age. Proves don't wrinkle much because of their genetically improved skin, but you can still tell whether they're young or old if you get close enough. And this one is definitely young, maybe 14 or 15, and her teeth are white, not yellow like normal teeth. I wonder if all proves have white teeth, so perfectly white. "Do you have a name?" she asks me. I want to say, "What do you think, just because we're not perfect we don't have names?" But all I can manage to get out of my choked up throat is, "Spaz." "Spaz," she says, like she's tasting it on her tongue and isn't sure if she likes it. "How odd. All of you seem to have such strange and interesting names down here in the Latches." Then she points to one of the techs and goes, "Provide for him." And just like that she turns away and strides into the trade stalls as if she's already forgotten that I exist. Another tech pokes me in the back with a stun stick. The charger is set low so it doesn't knock me down or anything. "Stop staring, you," he orders me. "Your eyes are dirty." There's nothing wrong with my eyes, but I do what he asks and stop looking at the beautiful prove while she goes trading. And the tech hands me a small plastic bag with edibles inside. Protein bars and carbo shakes and chalks bars and stuff like that. The way he does it makes me think the prove girl does this all the time. Hands out goodies to normals to make herself feel even more perfect than she already is. I should hate her for that, for the way she feels, but I don't. I can't. You can't hate a prove when you're near one, because you want to be like them. You ache to be like them. You want to be perfect too, with sky-colored eyes and hair like sunlight. and nothing dirty or broken could ever touch you. Then, when you'd had your little adventure in the big, bad, dangerous herb, you'd go back home to Eden and live happily ever after. Me, I go home to the crypts. My cube is small and dingy, with a chunk of foam on the floor, not a real bed. But it's way better than not having a place to sleep or just hang, even if the door doesn't lock from the inside. That's a rule in the crypts. No door locks, because the bangers want to be able to enter anytime they feel like it. They take what they want to, but for some reason they let me keep an old 3D, which is better than nothing. Nobody but me cares about watching 3Ds anymore, because why waste your time with a crummy hologram movie when you can boot up one of the brand new mind probes and see the whole show inside your head, like you were really there. Anyhow, I toss the gummy stuff in a corner and turn on the machine and start watching this 3D I've seen like 10,000 times. The one where Coley Riggins has to fight his way across the solar system, planet by planet, to rescue this gorgeous female who thinks he's dead. So she's going to marry this other guy, which would be a big mistake because the other guy's the one who keeps trying to kill poor Coley. You've probably seen it if they still have the old 3Ds when you read this. If not, trust me, it's a really cool story, and usually I can get right into it and have fun pretending I'm as big and strong and good-looking as Coley Riggins. But today, I can't concentrate on it. Instead, I keep thinking about the old geese and what he said about those who will be alive at some future date. For some reason, the idea of future gets inside my head and won't let go. Future. It's like a time that doesn't exist yet, a world full of people who haven't been born yet, doing things that nobody's thought of yet. Also, I keep flashing on the Proof girl with the sky-colored eyes, like somehow she's mixed up with what happened in the stacks, even though I know she doesn't have any connection to the gummy they call Ryder. I eat some of the stuff the Proof girl gave me, which is better than the tasteless protein chunks you get from the food chute, but I can't stop thinking about Ryder and how he said, "There are things about your life that are specific only to you. Secret things." What I don't understand is, how did he know? Does it have anything to do with that pile of scratch marks he calls a book? There's one thing I do know. Sooner or later, I'll have to go back to the stacks and find out. Chapter 5. 3 Rules for Billy Bismo. I'm sound asleep when the bully bangers invade my cube. Spaz! Spaz boy, wake up! The bangers are kicking through my stuff, checking out the goodies. One of them is pawing the edibles the Proof girl gave me when Billy Bismo smacks him. "Leave it," Billy says, grinning at me. "You with us, Spaz boy? You with us or against us?" "I'm with you," I say, trying to get my brain in gear. I'd been deep inside this crazy, confusing dream about Coley Riggins rescuing the Proof girl, or maybe the Proof girl was rescuing him. Doesn't matter. What matters is paying attention to Billy Bismo, because you never know what Billy is really thinking, and that's just one of about 1,000 different things that makes him dangerous. Billy with his sharp, crooked nose and curly hair like tufts of rusty iron, and his ratty yellow teeth and pale scars on his neck and jaw where somebody tried to kill him once and missed. Somebody no longer among the living, guaranteed. "This junk come from the stacks?" he asks me, even though he already knows the answer. "That's all he had? The one they call Ryder? You sure he's not hiding nothing rich? Nothing special?" "He's just an old gummy," I say, "and that's all he had." I can't believe I'm lying to Billy Bismo, boss man of the bankers. What do I care about the old man or his stupid pile of papers? But it's too late to take back the lie, and anyhow, Billy seems more interested in the edibles. "Explain," he says, holding up a carbo shake. So I tell him about the Proof girl, how she came to the Maxi with her techs and told them to provide for me. "Provide for you?" Billy says, fingering the scars on his neck as he mulls it over. "Why you, boy? Why you in particular?" I shrug. I was there, I guess. "You mean this Proof girl was looking for a charity case?" "I don't know what a charity case is, Billy." "Never mind. What did you say to her? Tell me exactly what you said." "She asked me what they call me. I told her." "That's it? Your name?" "That's it." Billy crouches so he can study my eyes and see if I'm lying. That always makes me feel like I'm lying, even when I'm telling the truth, which I am about the Proof girl. The thing that makes Billy scary isn't his size, because he's not that much bigger than me. It's in his eyes. Sometimes his eyes are bright and interesting, and that makes you want to please him. And then he blinks and his eyes are dead, and you're scared he wants to make you dead too. Just for the cool of it, just because he can. He goes.
I've heard about this Proof girl. She's a slummer. You know what a slummer is, Spaz, huh? No, I admit. A slummer is a Proof who likes to mix it with the rest of us, gives them a thrill they can't find in Eden. You know what happens to a normal who gets mixed up with a Proof if the rest of the Proofs find out? No. Billy makes a slicing sign across his throat. The idea seems to amuse him. Forbidden, Spaz boy. They'll splash you. They'll cut your red. They'll blow you into particles, so keep away from the Proof girl. You see her again? Run like your life depends on it, because it does. Do you believe me? Yes. Good boy. Always believe Billy. That's rule number 1. And what's rule number 2? Always obey Billy, I say. Excellent. Third rule? Always speak true to Billy. Fantastic. He's acting delighted with me, but I don't know if it's for real or a game he's playing. Not bad for a Spaz boy. Keep it up, kid. Follow Billy's rules and you may live to be as old as that gummy you ripped off. He hands me the Proof girl's carbo shake. Go on, he says. Enjoy. Have a taste of Eden. A moment later, they're gone, and I'm alone in my cube. For some reason, I'm shaking. No, not for some reason. Because I lied to Billy Bismo. I broke his rules. If he finds out, he might decide to have me canceled, or he might decide to let me live but ban me from the crypts. Disfavor, they call it, which means you're on the curb fending for yourself without protection or shelter. Death or disfavor. I don't know which is worse, and I don't want to find out.
Oh my. Well, I'll save our place here for now. I still have so many questions, though. I wonder what happened to Bean, and how will we be reintroduced to Ryder? Is Spaz still going to be part of the gang for long? Oh my, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe we'll find out more tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Thank you for tuning in. Now, goodbye.